right. All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, Ebony K, y'all, and we're back. Season 1, Episode 4 of Sugar Box Talk with Cocktails, y'all. Live podcast comes on Sunday. I'm not going to say every Sunday, y'all, because I'm a traveling girl, okay? I be gone out of town, and I know, it's ways to do it. And I'm going to figure it out as we continue to keep on doing this, okay? But for now, catch me on a Sunday. I will post when I'm going live because I do travel a lot. I leave out next weekend. So, y'all, hey, catch me when you can, all right? Um, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the drink of the day. I have a great guest today, y'all. But before we get to our guests, we're gonna get into the drink of the day. Today, the drink of the day is a rum punch, and the rum came from my brother. Brought the rum back from the islands. What? Saint Croix. He brought it back from Saint Croix Island. So, and I decided to make a rum punch with it. So, what's inside of it? We used berry juice inside of it, which probably got cranberry, blueberry, every berry you think of is inside of the berry juice. And then I made his with the pineapple cranberry to add the extra flavor in there, but I'm allergic to pineapple, so I just have the berry juice and a splash of Sprite on top. And then that make your rum punch right there. What really make the rum punch is making sure you have rum inside of it. Okay, that's number one. You gotta have some rum in there. So yeah, we already know how it go. Before the show starts, we're gonna take a cheers. Cheers. All right, we're gonna take a sip. Take a sip. Take a sip. Yes. Okay. So now, y'all, I'm so excited about my guest. I want to just get on in there with her. I already said her, so y'all know it's a her. But I just want to get on in there. So, um, before I get in there, I also want to just talk about that it is spring. So y'all know what spring brings. Spring brings new freshness. And when you think about spring, I want you to think about yourself. Think about something new for you. Set a new goal. Set something new, a new standard. Set a new level that you want to do. Something new that'll spring you forward before the fall comes. Okay, so that way you don't have to worry about falling. You just worry about keep springing on, baby. So that's what I want y'all to think about for the spring. And then we got summer. So, summer we get relaxed. That's a relaxing time. So that's when the things that you put forth in that spring, you're supposed to enjoy in the summer. And then fall, you're going to keep springing on. So make sure y'all just do that for me. And then also, I would like to say to just keep my auntie and my uncle in your prayers. Keep my family in your prayers as we go through a trying time right now with my uncle. Um, just keep him in your prayers as he is in the hospice. So we just trying to just stay uplifted as a family and just continue to keep my aunt uplifted as well. So I appreciate y'all if y'all do that. I'm staying uplifted myself. Okay. Um, but yes, so I'm just take a little moment of silent prayer for them. We do a little 5 count. All right, amen. Okay. So thank y'all. And now, now, let me get into my guest, y'all, because my guest, I'm so happy that look, I look up to this woman, okay? Because she is a beautiful woman of God. I listen to her show. She definitely has encouraged me over the years of me knowing her. Just listening to her is very encouraging. The things that she have to say, like the way that she move, it's just it's hey, look, a phenomenal woman. That's what I'm gonna say right there. And I have Vaquita Kennedy. Now, Miss Kennedy coming in. I'm gonna add her to the stage. Yes,
Hey.
I got Miss Vaquita Kennedy now, okay? No more title, but
Yeah.
Kennedy. Yes. So she is the host of she is Creative Emotion live podcast on podcasting on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, I can say how so many things she say. I was sitting here writing it down. I said motivational speaker, poet, mother, wife, community leader, host, evangelist. I was going on and on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself to everybody and let them know who you are.
Well, definitely sending prayers to your family. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm in my car because I was just kind of in transit, so I just wanted to stop, so I give my undivided attention.
Okay, I
Um,
appreciate you.
but I am the creator and host of Creative Emotions. It is a self discovery podcast where I just talk about things, all self help, self improvement, and self discovery. Because on this journey, that's what this is about. It is about nobody else. Your neighbor, your mother, your father. It's not about anybody else but you. And so
Right.
I hone in on every topic that the Holy Spirit gives me, to just encourage my brothers and sisters. It's not about being right. It's not about being that person. I just do it when I'm led, and I know that I've always said if it helps just one person, then it's done its job. But I am a
Yeah.
host. I have a podcast. I mean, I have a poetry night I do once a month. It's called Poetry and Conversations. I've been doing that
Yeah.
for about 4 years. It's a really, really good vibe.
Yes.
Um,
I was gonna get into that. Hold
yeah,
on to
yeah. My podcast, it comes on every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. You can go on YouTube and just type my name in, or Creative Emotions. I am a host. So if you have an event, I'm a master of ceremonies. I take care of and keep your guests engaged. That's something that I just love to do. And they say if you do something without getting paid, that is your calling. And those everything that I
yeah.
do is something that I can do without receiving a dollar. And I have. And so that's why I just
Yeah.
love, every part of this journey.
Yes, yes, that is amazing. Okay, so we're gonna roll it back because I did touch on that. Your every Friday, first of the month Fridays. Is
Saturday.
it Saturday? First of the month
Yes.
Saturday.
Every third Saturday.
Okay, so it's let me get it right. Every third Saturday of
Yes.
the month.
Hmm.
Yes. Poetry and conversations. And I'm telling y'all, like, that is such a dope experience. Like I have been there, I've been there a couple of times
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah.
in Detroit.
Yeah.
It's hosting in Detroit, y'all. So if y'all in Detroit, definitely take time out that third Saturday of a month and go to Creative Emotions.
The
Okay.
next
Fly
one is
there.
next Saturday. Actually, I have a new location. So after 4 years, I have me
Okay.
a new location. So it's a bigger space. As much
What?
it's open.
Yeah,
I absolutely love where I came from. Right, because it
yeah.
was intimate. That's my baby.
It was
Again,
so
4 years
intimate.
I was there. So this will be the first time at my new spot. It's three
Yeah,
six two seven Cass Avenue. That's still in Detroit. Um,
yeah,
off of King. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
yeah, yeah. I know it is such a good experience just listening to the people uh, pour out their feelings, and you can just
Yeah.
really feel it. Like they really wrote this. It's therapy.
Yeah.
It's real therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's very much therapy, and it's really how they say it take a village, and
For
you
sure.
really feel the village vibes in there.
Yeah.
Like that's what you feel when you're in there. You're not afraid to kind of like conversate. You're not afraid to speak your mind and give a conversation to your ideas to what's going on because it just really like therapeutic,
Yeah.
and I love that. I love that. So, what originally made you come up with this concept of poetry and conversations? Because most people just want to listen to the poetry, get a
Yeah.
snaps, and the next person come. So, what made you add the conversation in there?
Well, being that I've had a podcast for a while, and having something to say, like we have a lot of podcasts where people kind of just want to hear themselves sometimes, but
Right.
I'm not here to judge. I just know what I do, and if I'm taking my time out, I definitely want something of substance to be a part of
Mm-hmm.
anything that I do. And so the
Right.
poetry night is already artistic in itself. And so somebody asked me, they said they had a space and they wanted me to come and look to see what I would do with it. And of course, I'm
Yeah.
a poet myself. So I said, oh, of course, poetry night. Like this gives, Jones vibe,
Right.
Love Jones vibe. But then I said it would have to be a little bit more than that, like some
Yeah.
talking, and the lady
Yeah.
was like, some conversation. I said, yep, like some conversation. I said, poetry and conversation. And that's just how it was. That's how it went. And
Yeah.
it's been very, very, I would say again, it is therapeutic because people ask real questions. You
They
can
really
ask
do.
questions, make statements, or if it's just something you want to talk about, and it's
Yeah.
an open space for people to just kick it, agree to
Yeah.
disagree. And so
Yeah. I
that's,
love that.
yeah,
I love that because it get a little debatable at times
yeah,
in there.
yeah,
You'll get somebody like, oh no, but it's
yeah,
this and this, oh no, and then especially when it be the men against the women,
yes,
kind of that get a little spicy.
yeah, it do. But I just,
Yes,
I try to keep that, hone it in, keep that energy,
yeah,
like, so nobody go too far. Because we definitely
yeah,
got to respect each other, like, no matter what.
yeah, yeah, and it's definitely you could definitely feel the respect in the room, and you definitely carried that anyway. You kind of like keep that together, like, hey, 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 we ain't
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah, bring
yeah,
it in, bring it in, bring it
we we
in.
ain't gonna disrespect each other. Yeah, bring it on in. Yes. Okay. So, like you said, you are a poet. Okay. So, when did you discover, or what actually made you start doing some poetry, putting your feelings on paper and reciting them to the world?
I mean, I would say I've been writing for a long time. I'm 41, so I think I started writing about 15, 14, 15. And then I started going out to open mics maybe
Yeah.
around 19, 20, here
Okay.
and there. And then I had a CD release party. I did a poetry CD called A Bird's Eye View. You can find that on YouTube as well. I did that, and I had I started putting myself out there, just,
Yeah.
here and there, different places. But it's always been
Okay.
something that I've been into. Like I can
Yeah.
write just that's why like if you have a party, you have an anniversary or a birthday party, and you want me to do a poem for your mother, I will come to you. I will have a consultation with you. You will tell me things about your mother,
Oh, that's
things you
sweet.
love about your mother, and then I will compose a piece. It could be your
Yeah.
spouse, your mate. You can tell me just a few things about you guys, and I can get that energy off of you to kind of express that in the piece, in the poetry, and talking
Yeah.
about that individual. So I've always been able to do that. And it's just like I just want to have a space where people can come and do this great thing, which is poetry. It's art. It's an art.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very much an art. It's very much an art and therapy because art is therapy.
Yeah.
Whether you painting, writing
Just
it,
staying active. Just life is
yeah,
about
staying
movement.
active. Yeah.
And people go into depression because first they're not operating in their purpose, and
Yeah.
second because you're not doing anything with your time. We were not
Yeah.
created just to go to work and come home and go to sleep and get up. That's existing. It's a you have to be intentional with what you're doing with your time, who gets your time, and how you move with that.
Yep. No. And you said something right there. You have to be intentional with your time. That's the key right there.
Or your
Gotta
time
be.
gonna give you something to do, unless you
Yeah.
give your time something to do.
Yeah. Yep. That is true. That is true. That's almost like the idle mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That idle
That's,
mind.
that's the
You're gonna
devil's
start
workshop.
devil workshop.
You
You're
will
gonna
start thinking about all kind of
start.
stuff.
Yep, exactly. Yep, that is so right. Um, okay, so I do have another question now. So, what growing up, what was your dream, like your dream career, your
Mhm.
dream job, you know, growing up? Because, us as little kids, it's like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be, for me, I always wanted to be an actress.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
So,
would
I'm
say
an actress now. So, I always that was my dream. Yeah.
a motivational speaker, and I am a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I've always I've had dreams since I was 16, 17 years old, that I was in a auditorium with thousands and thousands of people, and people kept
Yeah.
passing me the mic and I'm on the stage. And I said, I wanted to be one of the most effective motivational speakers of my time. And that's something that I decreed and something that I've been walking in intentionally, with
Yeah.
how I move and what I do. And if anybody knows me from anything, it will be always encouraging, always
Yeah.
motivating, always
Yep.
showing God's love. Because at the end of the day, in the beginning, you may be the only God people see. And we're
Yep.
going to have to answer to that. We're going to have to answer to not making everything about us, but looking at the things that happen in our life to say, who am I supposed to help with this situation?
Yep.
And, especially if you learn from it already. And so I'm just like, that's being in the career that I am, because I believe there's a job just over broke. And then there's work,
Yeah.
which is purpose, right? So
Right.
I work,
Yep.
my job is I work for the UAW, right? I have a
Right.
position in the UAW, but my work
Right.
is everything I do thereafter. But anything I do, I believe we should be doing with excellence no matter what. And so I
Yep.
always see myself in this room full of people. And I'm like, what is this? So God leading me into the UAW is not my plan, not at
Yeah.
all, because that's not what I seen. But this could be an avenue to get me
Yes.
to that place. And so I took my
Exactly.
hands off and I'm totally surrendered to the process of my life. But it takes a constant surrendering to be
Mhm.
able to be content with what it is and where it is God have you.
Yeah, it really does. It really does, and it gets tough and difficult at times because your flesh want to take over.
Yeah, your faith. You gotta have faith.
Because that patience, it be really be about the patience and
Yeah.
the waiting to see. That
Yeah.
be the struggle. I feel like that is the struggle right there. That patience, that waiting to see is the
It
struggle.
is. But it
But
strengthens your
that's
faith too. To say no matter what, I can worry about this all day long. That's not
yeah,
about to change it. It ain't gonna make it better. And
yeah.
so it's something we gotta learn. It's a muscle that we have to learn, just create or building on that faith.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that is true. Okay, yes. We dropped some gems. I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Because we teaching. They gonna hear this. They need to know this right here.
for sure.
We definitely I can feel it. Okay. So that is my questions that I have for you because they already know. That's what they needed to hear right there.
Hmm.
Jump into the topic
Okay.
because we got another audience that need to hear some more.
Okay.
That's I don't know what's going on right now. I was at um I was at my niece's birthday party yesterday. And I'm like, they so into the sexy red. They want to hear the NBA young boy and
Yeah.
just hear that type of music. And I'm like, y'all are queens. You're a queen. And they said, I'm not a queen.
Oh,
I was like, hold on. What? Hold up. What are
wow.
you there? What are you? You're not a queen. What are you? And now these are 13-year-olds. So
Wow.
if you're not a
Maybe
queen,
they princesses.
they didn't give me no. I said you're a prince. I asked. They
Oh.
didn't give me princess. They said we hot girls. We city girls.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
They said we baddies. Here we go. They said we baddies.
Oh.
I said. I said no. I said, and what you think? I said, well, I am a queen.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm not a. I said a baddie. I'm not a baddie.
What is that though? I don't even know what that is. I ain't that old,
I
but
just know I know this song where they be like, he want to hang with a baddie. He want to hang with a baddie, and I think that's like Sexy Red. Is this? I think it's Sexy Red.
I have no idea.
And I just it's just the mentality. Like when did the young women put the crown down? When did
When
when
the
did it
mothers did, it's not the kids.
like
It's not the kids. It's the parents.
yeah,
We have dropped the standard
yeah,
because we've come to a place. A lot of people in their mind say, "That's what I came from, and I don't want my kids to have to go through that." But what we went through created the individuals that we are today. So it's
yeah,
not the kids. It is the parents. It's us. We got to start there first. We're looking
Mhm.
at these children because I can look at some things that I could have done more of with my young adult children. But it came a place in my life after I got a divorce and I'm going through all of these different things. You think like
Mhm.
it's time for me to live my life. Well, your
Right.
children didn't ask to be here, right?
That's number
So you
one.
still got some pouring into to do to make sure that they have a solid foundation. So it is sometimes where I thought like I definitely dropped the ball right there, right? Because our parents didn't allow us to um express ourselves, if you will,
Yeah. No,
give
you
our
couldn't.
side, ask questions. We wasn't able to do any of that. And so I can say as
Yeah,
a
because now you're
parent,
being an adult.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I can say as a parent, I let my children express themselves. They gave me their opinions. They told me how what they felt about it. And we got this soft, trigger happy society where we want to be so light on our kids because everybody's on the midst of mental breakdowns.
Mm.
No, that's us. And a lot of the parents are walking around listening to this type of music, gossiping on the phone, talking about their friends, and then take their kids over their house. These young girls see that.
Yeah, they
And,
do.
and so in order for us to really take account on what's going on in our society, we have to check ourselves as parents. What
Yep.
in the world are we allowing? What are we teaching our young men? The fathers, where y'all at? Because these
Yeah.
young girls need their fathers. I had daddy issues, shoot, until I was about 30 years old.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
really, really playing the blame game. Like, it's your fault why this is happening to me. This is your fault.
Mm.
Like, never not taking
Yeah.
responsibility, although I was a grown adult at that time. And a lot of us are growing up with our children.
Yeah. A
So
lot,
you
and that's
really
the
got
key right there.
like we really didn't have no real, you can't whoop your kids because you whoop them, you're going to jail. And I'm not making excuses. I'm
Yeah.
stating some facts on how we dropped the ball to why these young women are the way they are. A lot of people say, I'm gonna mind my business.
Mm-hmm.
You stopping to talk to them young girls was you not minding your business. But people don't talk to these kids no more. You know why? Because the kids are
No,
disrespectful.
they don't.
They disrespectful. They'll
Yeah.
cuss you out. So you can't be
Yeah.
afraid. You can't be afraid to, stop and talk to these young people. We have to care
Yep.
about them. Not really judge them because
Mm-hmm.
they don't know or they coming from whatever they see at home. They're making weed like
Yep.
it's just like, oh, that's just the thing to do. I have never seen so many dispensaries in my life. I've never seen so many people smoking at these different ages.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
just it's being pumped to us as a generation. I ain't talking about black or white. I'm talking about a generation.
Yeah.
It has been pumped on every TV, social media, videos, movies. All of these things are unconsciously being pumped. And if we
Yep.
don't step outside of this matrix and really take on our power to reverse this curse,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna see the same thing, and it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
And it has
It's
been,
gonna
in
get
my
worse.
opinion.
It is gonna get worse. You're gonna see kids having babies even younger
Yeah,
than what's going on.
it's
You know what I'm
happening.
saying? Yeah, it's happening.
And they having whole baby showers like it's something a baby
Gender
shower is like
reveal.
almost that's an award to me.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
gender
doing no baby
reveals.
shower for my underage kid having a no, I'm not. We're gonna get you
Yeah,
some diapers and some onesies. The main things you need, we're gonna get through this, but we're not gonna praise it. And this stuff is getting
right.
praised. People are getting
Mm-hmm.
praised having children. I just seen the young lady, I don't know what her name is because I don't listen to that music. It doesn't do anything for me. No, I'm no shade to whoever listen to whatever. But I don't know if
Yeah.
her name is Lotto
Oh,
or
Lotto.
and then she
Yes.
and she and she on
Performing with,
stage with with
yeah, with
with
that
with
belly and them shorts. That looked
and dropping it
incredible.
low and like she riding on a penis. Like, man, come on. And
Terrible.
Cardi B did the same thing. We're gonna talk
Yep.
about it. But does
Yep.
her celebrity take away from the standard that we judge everybody else?
No,
Because
it don't. It
your
don't.
cousin can be in that same situation, right? And we judge so harshly the people that's close
Yep.
to us, but we give these celebrities passes.
We
And
really
that's
do.
why. oh, it must be okay if they're up here, they're celebrities
Yep.
making millions of dollars. These young people like it must be okay.
Yep. It's okay for me to be pregnant and still do what I gotta do. And
Sexy
then
Red did the
Sexy
same
Red.
thing.
Yep. F my baby daddy. That one. F my baby daddy. Now y'all don't even want to be a family. Y'all just want to have a baby
Yeah.
and
The
not
baby
have
showers,
kids.
the gender reveals. I'm just like, God help us. We have become so vain with
Yes.
this
And then
stupid
the
stuff.
grandma. Yeah, seriously. And then now the new age grandmas, they like, this my baby. She having this baby for me. Okay. She ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing. Parents are either living through their children or they just allowing them to be buck wild.
mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's we got to do better as parents. We can't blame these kids. We can't talk about them. Like if you don't know where your teenager is right now, that's a
Yeah.
problem.
That is a big problem. And that's
How
just
how are
like,
these young people going downtown? How they getting shot?
that's
How
what I
they
was
going
just
through
about
this?
to say. Yes.
How if you don't know where they are? And I'm not going to knowingly
Yes.
take my children unsupervised, and all I see is people getting shot. I'm
Get
not
shot.
doing it. But
You like, just get out my face? Are you just telling them get out my face, go do something?
yeah,
What you doing?
go find something to
You know
do.
where they at?
One thing I regret is giving my son a phone. I got two girls and one boy. I have a
Mhm.
22-year-old, a 21-year-old. My son is 18.
Uh-huh.
And it took away from his creativity. It took away from him finding out who he is as an individual because I
Mhm.
allowed him to have a phone. And in having that phone, they create these relationships in this cyber world with the games and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't force it because at that time I was going through a divorce, different things was happening. I'm like, shoot, if he's sitting down, he quiet. And this is the thing.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta worry about these kids. Like, oh, they sitting down, they straight. But we're
Oh
really
yeah.
hurting them though.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
making them do things. I should have made him do certain things. I should have made him, get up or be into some type of mentoring group or something like that because his father wasn't like really active in his life. But again, you got parents that are overworked, that overstimulated. They got all these things
Yeah.
going on. So we dropped the ball. We human.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't think we can really blame the young generation. I think whoever having these children
Yeah.
take accountability. That's what
It's
I'll say.
accountability because you're giving them too much freedom.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason your child should be 12, 13, listening to those type of lyrics.
So I went skating yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My family had a skating fundraiser. And the young girls, they were 13, 14. They were sitting slouched down with headphones on their phones,
Mm-hmm.
head down, slouched down like zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm skating on the floor, and the girls are going around. They got headphones on, listening to their own music with their phones in their hands, skating. So we can't even be present skating.
They play music at the skate ring.
Music banging. They got their headphones on. They ain't thinking about. They want their own music. So we got a lot to fix. And I would say, and I would challenge anybody that's watching this. If you see something, say something.
Right.
If you see some kids walking past you and they start cussing, I don't play that.
Yeah.
Like, how
No.
old are you?
Yeah. Like,
Like we gotta start. It takes a village. You said that at the beginning
it
of the
definitely
show. It
take
takes
a
a village.
village. It take a village, and it's so scary because I'm in Atlanta, and the kids in Atlanta are very much advanced. So saying something can cost your life because you don't know
Wow.
if this 14 or 13 or 12-year-old has a gun on them.
What?
You telling them to watch out. Literally, yes, yeah, literally took last yesterday. Well, over the weekend, 404 day, a 12-year-old girl was shot at Piedmont Park. They just found the person that shot her, which was a 14-year-old boy.
Oh no.
Yes. So here in Atlanta, it's getting even worse because the kids are 14. They're at this age,
Getting
like
guns
Carly's
from.
13, and they have guns.
They minds ain't even.
Earphones. They in the
Mm,
streets. They stealing cars. They breaking in houses.
wow.
What the kids is doing here.
Wow.
And it's like you want to be that village to try to talk to them, but it's
Yeah.
like, am I risking my life?
Wow.
I'm gonna just let you go. You gonna go to you going to jail. That's where you going.
So that's
That's
something that
what
we got to think about. A lot of people don't want to get involved because it could potentially cost you
your
your
life.
life or your inconvenience. And I
Yeah.
would just say pray before acting, but I definitely think
Hmm.
we need more people to care, and they probably need more people to care because if their
They
parents aren't
definitely.
caring, that could be the maybe the line that's drawn or the disconnect.
Or the parent is scared because I know somebody where their child intimidate them.
Wow.
Yeah, the child is bossing the mama around because it's a single parent home because there's no
Okay.
father.
Yeah. That's
A
a real
lot of
thing.
that. A lot of
That's a
that is
real
going
thing.
on. Yes. Okay. Whoo, these kids. That's all I can say. These kids. I'm glad I skipped that process. Okay. No, no,
Yeah.
no
You ain't
kids
gonna have
for
none.
me. I'm not gonna have no kids. It's too much. It's too
Okay.
much for me.
Okay. Oh, that's a real thing. You got to make a decision, baby, because that's a lifetime of selflessness.
You know what? It could be. It is very. I not could be, but it is very selfish of me that I don't want them. I
Okay.
don't. Yeah, I don't want them. I enjoy me by myself.
Okay.
I'm not trying to figure out a babysitter or school and none of that. None of that. I'm
No,
good.
that's a real thing, man. Your
Yeah,
life is altered. Okay.
yeah. It's very much. I see my brothers. I see my best friends. Everybody have kids around me. I'm the only one with no
Okay.
kids. I'm gonna keep pushing with that.
Okay.
Yes, I am. Okay, so we getting close. Well, we are. We passed 8:30, but I do want to do a table topic with you. We're gonna do one. I usually do three, but I'm gonna go ahead and do one table topic with you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And while I grab the table topic, you go ahead and let them know where they can find you at. Okay. And
Okay.
everything. Okay.
So you guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Q Rising, or you can put in Creative Emotions. You can go on Facebook and put in my name, Vaquita, Vaquita Kennedy, or you can go to Creative Emotions and follow my business page. You can go, I am an author of my first book. It's called I Want My Own Husband, Mindset and Standards on Marriage. You can find that at www.thecreativeemotions.com. So all of my information is there. And hopefully you see this and hopefully we can connect. While she go get the table topper. The table topic?
Table topic. It's a table topic.
Okay.
Yes. So the table topics is topics to create everyday conversation in life, and I feel like people should always have icebreakers in order to network and meet people because a lot of people don't say anything because they don't know what to say.
Okay.
So table topics kind of give you like just a random thing to say to somebody to create a conversation. And conversation rule the nation. You never know what that one conversation might take you.
Absolutely.
All right. So I got one table topic for you today. So if you could have a front row seat to any concert, who would you like to see?
Front row.
A front row. You in the front. Like they right there. You could probably feel they
They like I
sweat.
can see their face for real, huh?
Yeah, if they singing hard, they might spray on you.
You know, the first thing, the person that came to my mind was India Ari.
Yes. I'll probably be crying.
Yeah. Her music come from a different place. She's always been solid. She's always been real.
Yeah.
Um, and I can just hear her. I can hear her voice. So that's who I would say, India Ari.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So for me, I would probably say my concert right there in the front Who would I choose? I love so many people.
What's the first
But
thing? The first thing that comes to your mind. The first
Mariah,
thing.
Mariah was my first thing. I love Mariah.
Mariah Carey.
Yes, Mariah Carey. My other
Okay.
person would have been Prince, but Prince is not no longer here. I would love to have been there in the
Okay.
yeah. But Mariah for sure. That's my girl. I love Mariah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think I'm gonna listen to her tonight. Just why? Just because I'm gonna listen to some India.Arie.
Yeah, listen
Thank
to
you
some.
for that.
I love India.Arie too. My girl too. I love her. Well, I thank you for coming out to Sugar Box Talk with Cocktails, ma'am, tonight.
My cocktail was water and my old coffee. I
Cocktail
done
was
warmed
water.
up 3 times.
Okay, well, we got a cheers at the end of the show. We're gonna go ahead and cheers to a wonderful show. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Each teach, reach one, teach one.
Each one reach one. Yes.
Say it for me one more time.
Each one reach one.
Each one, teach one, reach each one. All
Each
right.
one reach one. You can say teach one too.
Okay. Yep.
Thank
Because
you for having me. I love you to life and much
I
success on
love
your
you
show.
too. And I, yes, and I am gonna try to make my way up there. It is
Okay.
getting warm now in the D, so I'm gonna make my way up there on that specific weekend so that I can come
Okay.
to their conversations for sure.
Nice. All right,
All right,
girl.
all right.
Love you, girl.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed my guest, Vaquita Kennedy. Y'all can find her on Facebook. Y'all can find her. What she told y'all where y'all can find her at. So if y'all needs to figure that out, run the show back. Okay, run it back and see what she said. Okay, but I know you can find her on Facebook, and you probably can Google her for sure. So I did list her name in the comments, how to spell it, and everything, so you would not get misconstrued. I love y'all. I love y'all. God loves y'all. God loves y'all. And I love you too. And we out, y'all. It was a great show. See y'all on the next Sunday. Not next Sunday, but the on the Sunday. See y'all. We out.